All right, so I've been working on this project for a couple days now, and I say a couple days because I kind of go between project to project. The house has been a mess for about 3 weeks. Actually, we've been here for 5 weeks, a little bit over a month. The next project was mounting the TV. So I put the TV up, and we bought a mount. I will put the link in the description below, but basically this allows us to put the TV up and move it, and then if we need to, we just lower it down. And then when you want to be up and away, you just walk up, lift it up, not a big deal. And I got to fix that pop. It's basically just a lock nut that needs to be moved. So after that, the project was this media cabinet. And so what I've done is build a cabinet, right? So what we're doing is we cut a hole. The first thing I did is I used my stud finder, and I actually use a Wallabot, which is a stud finder that hooks to your smartphone. Right now there's no iPhone version of it, but it will basically give you a visual reading whether you're looking at a stud or electrical or a pipe, something to that nature. And it's a lot easier than using just a regular stud finder, because sometimes you put a stud finder and it gives you a false positive. You open it up and there's nothing there. So this actually sends a radio wave into the wall, gets it back, and you know what you're looking at. So what I did is I cut a hole in the wall once I found out that there's only 2 studs in here. So I cut a hole, and for the TV mount I actually climb in there, so that was pretty fun. But for this, what we did is we just went out and I bought a sheet, a 4 foot by 8 foot sheet of 3/4 inch plywood. And we basically made a cabinet. So right now it's just sitting in there. It kind of wiggled its way out. We need to take it out for now because it's not a permanent fixture. Not yet anyway. But, so to start, the cabinet here is just 3/4 inch plywood, and we're going to paint this so that it all looks real nice. Basically, we're doing a built-in. So, I'm going to show you guys the inside here in just a second. But what we started out is we built a box for this thing to sit on. We used levels to make sure everything was level, front and back. And then we built a platform because this is just going to sit on that, and then we're going to screw into it so that it stays in there. We'll finish it up with some trim, and I'm going to put a door on there. I'm hoping to put on something like a smoked glass door, something that, it looks nice. And then what I'm going to do is use something like this. This is a IR repeater. I'm not really sure who makes it. Their label isn't exactly clear on who they are, but I'll post a link below also. And so basically the theory is that I will have this media box that I'm making. The TV is out here. Right now my Comcast cable box is sitting over there up here on the mantle. And what I didn't want to do is what a lot of people do in situations like this is you end up getting a cabinet or something, putting it down here on the floor, and running all your wires and all your things into that. But now you have this cabinet or a shelf or something taking up space, and it doesn't look good because just stuff is on it, there's wires running to it. So I'll have one wire that will sit up here, either on the bottom of the TV or on top of the TV, depends on where I want to put it. This wire will go back into the wall, into here, and it will be put into the cabinet. And that will lead to the IR repeater. So I will put one input, and this particular repeater can have 6 devices connected to it. So in my cabinet here, I can fit my Comcast box, I can fit a DVD player, I can fit a VCR, I can fit a laptop, I can fit the link to my Bluetooth speaker, I could fit several different devices. What I did is I went ahead and made it about 2 feet wide, and it's 15 inches deep. And I went that deep because some of these things are a little bit deeper than others, and I wanted to make sure that I was going to have room. But so what that will do is all these devices will be in this cabinet. All the wires will go back into the wall to the cabinet with this thing, and then you won't see all the spaghetti mess that a lot of people end up getting, and it just doesn't look nice. It's for aesthetics. It bothers me when there's no cable management, and so that was my main focus at the beginning. And then after that I was like, oh well, I can just make a cabinet and I can hide everything so that it's out of the way, and it looks better all around anyway. Everything has a home. I don't need to worry about one of my kids running around and knocking a Comcast box off, or taking a laptop that gets knocked off the counter. They turned my last laptop, which was like an $1,100 laptop, they knocked it off the end table and turned it into a paperweight. And I fixed computers, and I wasn't able to fix it. There was a USB stick in the side of the laptop, and when they dropped it, it landed just on it, just right, that it shoved it into the laptop and cracked the motherboard. So $1,100 paperweight. But anyway, so that's the goal here, is we're going to put that up, and I will put the exact measurements. I don't know if it's going to help anybody as far as that goes, but the box that we made, it's a 3-shelf box, about 2 feet by about 21.5 inches and 15 inches deep. So we'll take exact measurements and put those down. But that's what we've done so far, and probably within the next few days we will post an update again to the shelf and what we've done. So I'll see you guys later.